Summary of The Keeper of Stories written by Sally Page. Chapter 1. In the quiet rhythm of Janice's Mondays, a carefully choreographed sequence of emotions unfolds, guiding her through the day with a purposeful order. Laughter, a morning tonic, ushers in the day with a buoyant energy that helps Janice rise from the embrace of her bed, preparing her spirit for the array of challenges that lie ahead. As if scripted, sadness gradually weaves its way into the latter part of the day, like mismatched bookends that prop up the structure of her Mondays. This deliberate emotional cadence, a dance between laughter and sadness, provides Janice with a unique framework to face the world. Janice, an unassuming and skilled cleaner, has discovered the underestimated power wielded by those who excel in their craft. In the academic enclave of Cambridge, where reliable cleaners are as rare as unmarked exam scripts, Janice stands out as an exception. The title of exceptional cleaner sits uncomfortably on her shoulders, as she grapples with the dissonance between her self-perception as an unexceptional woman and the accolades she has received. While unsure about being exceptional, she confidently asserts that she is indeed a good cleaner. The repetition of her cleaning routine has sculpted her proficiency, but she harbors a lingering concern that her entire life might be condensed into the simplicity of "she cleaned well." Her daily pilgrimage leads her to a particular avenue, lined with detached houses, each harboring untold stories behind its gleaming or shaded windows. Yet, this Monday, Janice's interest is singularly focused on the rambling Edwardian house on the corner, the dwelling of Geordie Bowman. Geordie, a man of remarkable stature and voice, has been a fixture in Cambridge for over 4 decades, residing in the same house that witnessed the growth of his family, the departure of tenants, and the passing of his beloved wife, Annie. Geordie's story is one of endurance and passion, a testament to the fortitude residing within individuals. His journey from the streets of Newcastle, where he grew up, to the renowned stages of London as a world-famous tenor, captivates Janice. She recalls the tales he often shares with pride, of taking a room as a lodger and eventually buying the house from his landlady. Geordie's commitment to his family and the eclectic mix of cohabitants in his home paints a vivid picture of his life. As Janice arrives at Geordie's house, a routine unfolds. Geordie, built on magnificent lines, with a voice that matches his stature, opens the door with impeccable timing. The exchange begins with the ritualistic preparation of strong coffee, a ritual reminiscent of the way Annie used to make it. The echoes of the past resonate in the unchanged house, where Geordie's family, now scattered around the world, returns in occasional visits. Geordie's love for opera, discovered during a serendipitous encounter in Newcastle City Hall, becomes a central theme. The soaring notes of the opera pierced through Geordie's chest, leaving an indelible mark on his soul. His journey to London, with a stolen bottle from a gondola and a tramp as a companion, reveals the determination that propelled him toward his passion. The tramp imparts practical wisdom to Geordie, a blend of survival skills and a cunning approach to city life. Janice's husband, Mike, although never having met Geordie, boasts about him in the pub, weaving fictional encounters into his narrative. Janice plays along, silently cherishing the imagined conversations between her husband and the world-famous tenor. As Mike regales the pub with stories of Geordie's achievements, Janice contemplates the prospect of Geordie singing one of her favorite arias while she cleans his oven. Geordie's recent visit to London, recounted with enthusiasm and humor, becomes a shared moment of joy between him and Janice. The tale of a confrontation with a posh twat on the tube unfolds with Geordie's animated imitation, leaving Janice in fits of laughter. Unbeknownst to Geordie, Janice recognizes his voice as the one that cleverly deflated the arrogance of the haughty commuter. This revelation deepens the connection between them, as Janice becomes a silent participant in the anecdotes that surround Geordie. As Janice leaves Geordie's house, the question lingers in her mind: is life a tragic comedy or a comic tragedy? The uncertainty of her own significance in the stories of others weighs on her. A feeling familiar to anyone grappling with their place in the vast narrative of existence. The complexities of human relationships, the interplay of individual stories, and the delicate dance between laughter and sadness leave Janice and the reader alike contemplating the intricate nature of life's tapestry. Chapter 2. In the quiet recesses of a local library, Janice found herself drawn into a conversation about ghosts. A young man, animatedly discussing the spectral inhabitants of the library with his friend, piqued her interest. Intrigued by the idea of library ghosts, Janice contemplated the possibility of encountering one during her routine lunchtime visits. The library was a familiar refuge for Janice, a place where she could change books and enjoy a sandwich at a secluded table tucked away between the shelves. Today, however, the atmosphere seemed charged with the prospect of supernatural entities. The two sisters who worked at the library, distinguishable by their matching auburn hair, greeted Janice as she approached the counter. They informed her that her requested book, Stella Gibbons's Cold Comfort Farm, had arrived. Seizing the opportunity, Janice couldn't resist asking the sisters about the rumored ghosts in the library. To her surprise, the elder sister shared a whimsical perspective, suggesting that the misplacement of books might be attributed to the eccentric habits of a regular patron rather than supernatural forces. The younger sister, with a playful glint in her eye, entertained the idea that ghosts might indeed inhabit the library, asserting that everyone knows ghosts like to read. As Janice pondered the possibility of spectral readers, she refrained from delving deeper into the conversation. Before she could inquire further, a group of young mothers with toddlers demanded the sisters' attention, interrupting the discussion on ghosts. Janice retreated to her favorite hidden table at the back, armed with her copy of Cold Comfort Farm and a cheese sandwich, her mind buzzing with thoughts of the supernatural. Lost in contemplation, Janice reflected on the sisters' familial bond and their playful categorization of themselves as brainy, beauty, bossy, and baby. The idea of family roles and identities lingered in her mind, prompting introspection about her own place in the world. However, she chose to redirect her thoughts, imagining a ghost perusing the shelves after closing hours, finding solace in the notion that a book-loving spirit couldn't be entirely malevolent. Amidst her musings, the narrative shifted to Janice's broader concerns and anxieties about the state of the world. She worried about environmental issues, social injustices, and political unrest, the weight of the world seeping into her everyday life. Faced with an overwhelming list of worries, Janice found solace in familiar classics, seeking refuge in the orderliness of authors like Austen, Hardy, and Fitzgerald. As Janice delved into the world of Cold Comfort Farm, her worries momentarily subsided. The humor and familiarity of the story provided a respite from the turbulence of the outside world. However, her temporary peace was disrupted when she spotted her husband, Mike, unexpectedly during the day. His presence ignited a new set of concerns, adding a personal dimension to Janice's already crowded list of worries. In this nuanced exploration of a woman's thoughts and experiences, the passage weaves together the enchantment of library ghosts, Janice's broader concerns, and the unexpected appearance of her husband, creating a rich tapestry of contemplation and intrigue. Chapter 3. As Janice continued with her cleaning tasks throughout Fiona's house, she couldn't shake the dual nature of her job, laughter at the beginning of the day, cleaning up remnants of happiness, and now, the quiet contemplation of sorrow in Fiona's home. The note from Fiona on the hall table provided a brief respite, informing Janice that Fiona and her son, Adam, were out, and the purpose was a trip to the orthodontist for Adam's ongoing braces issues. It was a moment of relief for Janice, but her immediate sense of guilt followed. Although she enjoyed Fiona's company and the occasional coffee break in her study, there were times she secretly hoped Fiona wouldn't be present during her cleaning routine. The guilt stemmed from a desire to avoid witnessing the sadness in Fiona, a middle-aged woman dealing with the aftermath of her husband's death. Fiona's life, Janice reminded herself, had nothing to do with her, she was just the cleaner. But the worry persisted, adding another layer to the complexities of Janice's routine. Her husband's reminder echoed in her mind, reinforcing the boundaries of their professional relationship. As Janice progressed through the cleaning tasks, she acknowledged the third reason for her mixed feelings about Fiona's absence: it granted her more time in her favorite room, the loft. Up there, amidst the echoes of a bygone train set, sat Fiona's dollhouse, a large, Regency-style miniature with an unusual twist, an undertaker's business named Jebediah Jury. With meticulous attention to detail, Fiona had created perfect miniature rooms, including a new addition, a bathroom with blue and cream paisley print wallpaper. The dollhouse was a testament to Fiona's creative talents and a reflection of her journey, capturing Janice's imagination and curiosity. There was, however, one element that caught Janice off guard: the tiny, handcrafted walnut coffin in the back workroom of the dollhouse. It seemed out of place amidst the usual miniature furniture and decor. Janice couldn't fathom where Fiona had acquired such an item for the dollhouse. It certainly wasn't a common find in miniature shops. The thought lingered in Janice's mind as she pondered Fiona's real-life transition from accountant to undertaker following her husband's passing. Over coffee breaks, Fiona had shared her long-standing interest in the funeral industry, a passion she'd kept hidden for fear of being perceived as odd. The miniature coffin took on a symbolic weight, representing not just an element of Fiona's dollhouse, but a tangible link to her real-life choices. It became a puzzle for Janice. A silent question mark hanging in the air: what drove Fiona to craft this intricate symbol of mortality in the midst of her otherwise idyllic dollhouse? As Janice continued her cleaning routine, the dollhouse remained in the back of her mind, a silent witness to Fiona's intricate story, waiting to be unveiled.